10 Essential Tips for Staying Active and Happy in Later Life. Growing older is a journey filled with new challenges and unexpected joys. Many seniors in the US are embracing their later years with optimism and grace. In fact, a recent AARP survey found that happiness often increases with age. About 88% of people in their 60s and 91% of those in their 70s described themselves as pretty or very happy. This shows that later life can be a time of growth, connection, and contentment, like a wise friend guiding you along. The following 10 tips are here to help you stay active and find heartfelt happiness in your golden years. Each tip comes with gentle encouragement, relatable reflections, and insights from experts on aging. Remember, it's never too late to make positive changes. Let's explore these tips together with warmth, hope, and an appreciation for the strength and resilience that comes with experience. 1. Stay physically active every day. Staying active isn't about running marathons or hitting the gym every day, it's about keeping your body moving in ways that you enjoy. Picture yourself on a sunny morning, taking a leisurely walk through your neighborhood or a nearby park. Maybe you pause to greet a neighbor or admire a blooming rose bush. Those simple steps and friendly waves are doing more for you than you might imagine. Regular movement, whether it's walking, gardening, dancing to your favorite Motown tunes, or even gentle stretching in your living room, helps you maintain strength, balance, and vitality. It can be as easy as parking a little farther from the store or doing a few light exercises while watching TV. The key is consistency and finding activities that make you smile, perhaps reliving a bit of your youth by dancing in the kitchen or tossing a ball with your grandchild in the yard. Staying physically active is one of the most important things you can do for your health and happiness in later life. When you move your body, you're not just keeping your muscles and joints in shape, you're also boosting your mood. Ever notice how a short walk can lift your spirits? That's real chemistry at work. Exercise releases those feel-good endorphins in the brain, often leaving you feeling calmer and happier after even mild activity. According to the CDC, regular physical activity is vital for healthy aging. It helps prevent and manage chronic health conditions, reduces the risk of injury, and even supports positive mental health. In other words, staying active can help you keep doing the things you love, whether it's playing with the grandkids, tending your garden, or simply getting around town on your own. If aches or mobility issues make exercise challenging, that's okay, you can adapt. Maybe try chair yoga or water aerobics at the local YMCA, which are easier on the joints. What matters is that you keep moving in whatever ways you can. Every little bit counts. By embracing movement as a daily habit, you're investing in your independence and joy. You're telling yourself and the world, I'm still here, and I've got places to go. 2. Stay socially connected with loved ones and community. One of the greatest gifts of later life is the treasure trove of relationships and memories you've gathered over the years. Yet it's also true that as we grow older, our social circles can change. Retirement might mean you don't see former co-workers as much. Family and friends may be spread across the country, and some dear ones may sadly pass on. You might find yourself spending more time alone than you'd like, and that quiet can sometimes turn into loneliness. If you ever feel a bit isolated, perhaps in a quiet house where once there was the bustle of kids or the presence of a beloved spouse, please know that you're not alone in that feeling. And there are ways to reconnect. Why not call an old friend just to chat about the weather or reminisce about the good old days? Or maybe join a local club, faith group, or senior center where you can meet people who share your interests, whether it's a church circle, a gardening club, a bingo night, or a book discussion at the library. Even a weekly coffee date with a neighbor can bring so much warmth. In today's world, technology can help bridge distances too. Learning to video chat on FaceTime or Zoom might seem daunting at first, but once you get the hang of it, seeing the smiles of your children or grandchildren living states away can brighten any day. The laughter and love you share, whether in person or through a screen, can fill your heart and remind you that you matter to others. Staying socially connected is not just a nicety, it's crucial for your well-being. Humans are social creatures at any age, and maintaining relationships will nourish your emotional health. Experts warn that social isolation can take a serious toll on older adults. In fact, about 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 and older is socially isolated, a state that has been linked to higher risks of health problems like heart disease, high blood pressure, depression, and even cognitive decline. That means loneliness can actually affect your body and mind in significant ways. But here's the flip side: staying connected and engaged with others can be a powerful medicine. Meaningful conversations, a hearty laugh with friends, a hug from family, these are not just pleasant, they actively protect your health. Research shows that people who maintain strong social ties and chat regularly with friends or family often have sharper minds and better memories. One study even found that seniors with rich social lives were about half as likely to experience memory problems compared to those who were more isolated. Think about that: your weekly card game or church gathering might be keeping your brain and heart healthier. So, nurture your relationships. It's never too late to reach out. Maybe schedule a standing phone call every Sunday with your sibling or former colleague. Say yes to that invitation to a community potluck or a granddaughter's school play. And if you've been feeling shy or hesitant to initiate contact, remember that others are probably feeling the same way, waiting for someone to take the first step. By staying socially connected, you feed your soul with belonging and joy. And you remind yourself that you are part of a larger, loving community. 3. Keep your mind sharp with lifelong learning. Your brain is an incredible organ, a lifelong companion that loves to learn. No matter your age, every day is an opportunity to challenge your mind and keep it engaged with the world. Have you ever lost track of time immersed in a good book, working on a crossword puzzle, or tinkering on a project in the garage? Those moments of focus and curiosity are like exercise for your brain. Maybe you have a stack of novels you've been meaning to read or a recipe you want to master. Perhaps you were always curious about painting, playing piano, or speaking Spanish but never had the time before. Why not give it a try now? Imagine sitting in on a local history class at the community college, or joining a trivia night with friends and surprising the youngsters with how much you know. Even watching a documentary, learning to use a new app on your phone, or challenging yourself to memorize a beautiful poem can give your brain a boost. Many libraries and senior centers offer free classes, from learning email and internet basics to crafting and foreign languages. You might feel a bit out of your comfort zone at first, but that's okay. Remember the excitement of learning something new when you were a child. That spark can be rekindled at 65 or 85 just as well. Every time you engage in these kinds of mentally stimulating activities, you're giving your mind a healthy workout and a dose of youthful vigor. Modern science has some amazingly good news: our brains can adapt and grow new connections at any age. Researchers call this neuroplasticity, which is a fancy way of saying that our brains are always capable of learning and changing. One Mayo Clinic expert put it this way: neuroplasticity means you can retrain your brain, tap into new skills and maybe even learn a new language, no matter your age. Isn't that inspiring? It's never too late to pick up a new skill or deepen your knowledge. One story that might inspire you is that of a 90-year-old great-grandmother who went back to school and earned her college degree, proving it's never too late to chase a dream. There was even a 75-year-old woman who took up computer programming after retirement, contributing to the field of technology in her golden years. Engaging your brain, through puzzles, reading, learning an instrument, or any hobby that makes you think, can also help keep your memory sharper. Experts often say use it or lose it when it comes to cognitive abilities. And there's truth in that. By challenging your mind regularly, you build up what scientists call cognitive reserve, essentially a buffer that helps maintain your thinking skills. Studies have found that seniors who stay intellectually engaged tend to have better cognitive function and may even lower their risk of dementia over time. So take that as gentle encouragement to never stop learning. Work your mental muscles just like you do your physical ones. Celebrate the wisdom you've gained through decades of life. And keep adding to it. Read the newspaper and discuss it with a friend. Learn your grandchildren's favorite game or ask them to show you their homework. You might be surprised at how much you enjoy the challenge. Every day your mind stays curious is a day you stay truly alive in the fullest sense. 4. Nourish your body with healthy food and hydration. They say you are what you eat. And in our later years, fueling our bodies with wholesome nutrition becomes more important than ever. Imagine sitting down to a vibrant plate of food, perhaps some grilled fish or lean chicken, a medley of steamed vegetables drizzled with a little olive oil, and a side of warm, hearty whole grains. Maybe you add a handful of berries for dessert or a piece of dark chocolate, a little treat with antioxidants. Eating well isn't about dieting or depriving yourself, it's about enjoying delicious foods that also happen to love you back by giving you energy and strength. Many older Americans take great pleasure in cooking family recipes. Think of those Sunday dinners or holiday feasts, and there's a way to honor those traditions while still making healthy choices. You might try reducing salt in that famous stew if you're watching blood pressure. Or using honey instead of too much sugar in your baking. Small tweaks can make a beloved recipe healthier without sacrificing flavor. Don't forget to include plenty of fruits, vegetables, and fiber-rich foods, like beans and whole grains, in your daily meals. They help with digestion and provide vital nutrients that your body craves. Protein is also key to keeping your muscles strong, if red meat doesn't sit well with you. Things like eggs, fish, nuts, or dairy can be excellent sources of protein. And let's talk about water. Staying hydrated is a simple but often overlooked part of feeling your best. Maybe you keep a favorite water bottle by your side or enjoy a cup of herbal tea in the afternoon. These little habits of nourishment are acts of self-care that keep you going strong. Good nutrition and hydration are cornerstones of healthy aging. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, emphasizes that maintaining a balanced diet is a key part of healthy aging. It gives your body the building blocks it needs to repair cells, keep your immune system robust, and maintain steady energy throughout the day. As we age, our bodies undergo changes, metabolism can slow down and our sense of thirst might diminish. In fact, medical experts note that older adults often don't feel thirsty even when they need water. The aging body doesn't send as strong a thirst signal. This means dehydration can sneak up on you. Ever feel lightheaded or extra tired and realize you hadn't had a sip of water in hours? It's an easy thing to forget, but so important to remember. Dehydration in seniors can lead to dizziness, confusion, or even increase the risk of falls. So it's vital to drink fluids regularly. Aim for those 6 to 8 glasses of water a day, even if you only drink a bit at a time. On the nutrition front, getting enough calcium and vitamin D is crucial for bone health. Think dairy or fortified almond milk, leafy greens, or a doctor-advised supplement to keep osteoporosis at bay. And foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, like salmon or walnuts, support brain and heart health. There's no need to obsess over every calorie or micronutrient, just focus on a variety of whole foods. Enjoy your meals, especially with company if you can, as sharing a table with friends or family adds emotional nourishment too. Of course, it's perfectly fine to indulge in your favorite comfort foods occasionally, a slice of apple pie or a hearty meatloaf, everything in moderation. The goal is balance. By treating your body like the wise friend it is, giving it plenty of water and nutrient-rich foods, you'll feel more energetic, support your health, and set yourself up to stay active and happy for years to come. 5. Keep up with regular health checkups and preventive care. Your health is your wealth, as the saying goes. And one of the smartest ways to protect it is through regular medical checkups. Think of your doctor, dentist, and other healthcare providers as part of your personal wellness team, partners who want to help you thrive. It might not be anyone's idea of fun to go to the doctor's office or clinic. But those routine visits are like tune-ups for a car, they catch little issues before they become big problems. Imagine the peace of mind in knowing your blood pressure is under control. Your cholesterol levels are checked. And that mole you were worried about is absolutely fine. Preventive screenings, like mammograms, colonoscopies, or prostate exams as recommended, can detect issues early when they're most treatable. Vaccinations. 2. Whether it's the annual flu shot, the latest COVID booster, or the shingles and pneumonia vaccines, are important shields protecting you from serious illness. When you go in for your Medicare annual wellness visit or a regular physical, it's not just about searching for problems, it's also a chance to talk with your doctor about how you're really feeling. You can discuss any new aches, changes in sleep, or emotional ups and downs. A good healthcare provider will listen and offer guidance or treatment to help you feel your best. And if something is starting to go awry, say your blood sugar is creeping up, you can address it early with diet, exercise, or medication adjustments, rather than finding out later when complications have set in. These appointments are an act of self-respect. You're valuing your well-being and taking control of your health journey. Don't hesitate to bring a list of questions or even a friend or family member for support if you feel nervous. Remember, you deserve quality care. And staying on top of checkups is a way of empowering yourself. Preventive care truly pays off. Health experts consistently stress that regular checkups and screenings can add years to your life, and life to your years, by catching health issues before they become serious. Think of something as simple as a blood pressure check. High blood pressure often has no symptoms you can feel. Yet it can lead to heart problems or strokes if untreated. By checking it at your doctor's office and managing it, you can prevent those serious outcomes. The CDC points out that these routine visits focus on preventive steps like screenings, vaccines, and advice for healthy living. It's far easier to prevent illness than to treat it after it develops. For example, a screening colonoscopy might find a small polyp that could be removed before it ever turns into colon cancer, a procedure that could literally save your life without you ever even realizing you were at risk. Similarly, regular eye exams can detect glaucoma early, and dental checkups can keep your teeth and gums healthy so you can continue to enjoy your favorite foods without pain. Staying current with immunizations is another big one, something like a tetanus booster every 10 years, or the shingles vaccine, can spare you a lot of suffering down the road. By being proactive with your health care, you'll spend less time in hospitals and more time doing what you love, be it traveling, playing with grandkids, or simply enjoying a cup of coffee on your porch in good health. 6. Find joy and purpose in hobbies and passions. Retirement or an empty nest can open up a whole new world of time to rediscover or deepen your passions. What activities make you feel truly alive and yourself? Perhaps you have a creative spark that's been waiting for attention, a love for painting, writing poetry, woodworking, or playing an instrument. Maybe you were an avid woodworker who can now devote hours in the workshop, or a music lover who finally has time to strum that guitar. Engaging in hobbies is not a trivial pursuit, it's feeding your spirit and giving your days meaning. Imagine the contentment of an afternoon spent in the garden, your hands in the soil coaxing vegetables and flowers to grow, or the focus and calm that comes from knitting a scarf for a dear friend. Each stitch made with love and thought. Hobbies can also connect you with others, a weekly quilting circle, a fishing trip with buddies, or a choir at the community center not only lets you do what you enjoy, but do it in good company. These activities add structure to your week and give you something to look forward to when you wake up each morning. They remind you that you are more than any health issue or number on a birth certificate. You are an artist, a gardener, a chef, a learner, a person with talents and interests that matter. Even if your interests are solitary, like reading or birdwatching, You might join a book club or a local birding group to share the joy with others. And don't be afraid to try something completely new. Maybe you've never tried yoga. But a gentle seniors yoga class could become a favorite routine, bringing relaxation and flexibility. Each day is a chance to do something that brings you joy. No matter how small. That joy is the sunshine that keeps you growing and thriving inside. Having a sense of purpose and pleasure in daily activities is incredibly important for emotional and even physical health. Studies have shown that seniors with strong life purpose, often nourished by hobbies and personal passions, tend to have better health outcomes, including fewer chronic illnesses and even longer lifespans. Think about it, when you're engaged in something you care about. Whether it's tending to grandchildren, crafting beautiful pottery, or fixing up old cars, you're filled with a sense of purpose and focus. This sense of meaning acts like a buffer against stress and apathy. It gives you a reason to get up and get moving each day. Health experts note that having goals and hobbies can reduce the risk of depression and keep your mind sharp because you're actively using your skills and learning new things. There's also a beautiful exchange that happens when different generations connect. By mentoring a young person, you not only help them with guidance and patience that only someone with your life experience can provide, but you might also find yourself energized by their youthful perspective and knowledge. Perhaps they'll teach you a thing or two about smartphones or current trends. Our American cultural spirit often values contribution and hard work. And many older adults feel a deep desire to continue being productive and useful. Volunteering is a perfect outlet for that drive. It affirms that you still play an important role in society. Whether you dedicate an hour a month or a day each week, know that your time and talents are priceless gifts. You might find that in giving of yourself, your own heart fills up with renewed pride, connection, and happiness. That warm glow you feel after doing a kindness isn't just in your head, it's your body releasing stress and your spirit basking in the knowledge that you made a difference. At the end of the day, having a purpose, knowing that someone out there is a little better off because of you, is one of the greatest rewards of later life. 7. Give back, volunteer and share your wisdom. There's a special kind of happiness that comes from helping others. After decades of life experience, you have so much to offer, more than you may realize. Volunteering or mentoring is a beautiful way to stay engaged and to feel the profound satisfaction of making a difference in someone else's life. Perhaps you can picture yourself reading stories to children at the local library. Your animated voice bringing fairy tales to life as little eyes widen in wonder. Or maybe you spend a few hours a week at a nearby food pantry, packing grocery bags for families in need or delivering meals to fellow seniors who can't easily leave home. Even simply calling up a neighbor who lives alone to check on them, or tutoring a student once a week over Zoom, counts as meaningful community involvement. These acts, big or small, weave you into the fabric of your community. They remind you that you're needed and valued. Sharing your skills, maybe you're handy with repairs, great at sewing, or a whiz with numbers, can also be a form of volunteering. Churches, schools, non-profits, hospitals, all are often looking for helping hands and friendly faces. If you're not sure where to start, think about causes that matter to you. Were you a teacher? Local schools might have a role for classroom helpers or reading buddies. Love animals? Shelters often welcome volunteers to cuddle cats or walk dogs, and those wagging tails will certainly lift your spirits. You might even find that volunteering introduces you to new friends who share your passions. Many retirees who start volunteering say they get as much as they give, a sense of camaraderie, purpose, and a routine that keeps them active. It's a reason to get up, get dressed, and get out into the world with a smile on your face, knowing you're contributing to something important beyond the feel-good aspect. Giving back has tangible benefits for your mental and emotional well-being. Research has found that older adults who volunteer regularly tend to have better moods, less anxiety, and even improved cognitive health. The Global Council on Brain Health, a collaborative of experts convened by AARP, reports that volunteering provides a sense of purpose in life, which can ward off feelings of anxiety, depression, loneliness, and social isolation. When you're busy helping others, you simply don't have as much time to dwell on your own worries, and the social interaction can prevent loneliness. It's a win-win situation, your community benefits and you benefit. Volunteering can also gently push you to stay physically active, like standing and sorting donations or walking around the hospital floors visiting patients, keeping your body engaged. And mentally, it gives you challenges to solve and new things to learn. For instance, if you volunteer at a museum, you might absorb a lot of historical facts to share with visitors, keeping your mind sharp. Or if you join a community garden project, you'll be learning about plants and perhaps the latest sustainable practices. There's also a beautiful exchange that happens when different generations connect. By mentoring a young person, you not only help them with guidance and patience that only someone with your life experience can provide, but you might also find yourself energized by their youthful perspective and knowledge. Perhaps they'll teach you a thing or two about smartphones or current trends. Our American cultural spirit often values contribution and hard work, and many older adults feel a deep desire to continue being productive and useful. Volunteering is a perfect outlet for that drive. It affirms that you still play an important role in society. Whether you dedicate an hour a month or a day each week, know that your time and talents are priceless gifts. You might find that in giving of yourself, your own heart fills up with renewed pride, connection, and happiness. That warm glow you feel after doing a kindness isn't just in your head, it's your body releasing stress and your spirit basking in the knowledge that you made a difference. At the end of the day, having a purpose, knowing that someone out there is a little better off because of you, is one of the greatest rewards of later life. 8. Cultivate a positive mindset and practice gratitude. Life in our later years is a rich tapestry of experiences, triumphs and trials, gains and losses. By the time we reach our 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, we have weathered many storms and basked in many dawns. One powerful way to remain happy in later life is to focus on the sunshine more than the clouds. Cultivating a positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring the hardships you've faced or the ones that still come, it means choosing to center your thoughts on hope, gratitude, and the things that bring you joy. Consider starting or ending your day with a simple reflection. Think of 3 things you're grateful for today. They can be as small as the smell of your morning coffee, the sound of a favorite song on the radio, or a call from a friend. By consciously acknowledging these blessings, you train your mind to notice the good more than the bad. Some older adults keep a little gratitude journal to jot down these moments, others simply take a quiet moment in prayer or meditation to give thanks. This practice can be especially helpful during times of grief or loneliness. If you've lost a spouse or close friends, the days can feel heavy. It's important to allow yourself to feel sadness. Tears can be healing, but also to find light by cherishing sweet memories and recognizing the love that still surrounds you, be it from family, faith, or community. Maintaining optimism is also about self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself about the changes aging brings. Maybe you move a bit slower or need more rest. Instead of seeing this as defeat, try framing it as an opportunity to enjoy life at a calmer pace and appreciate the little moments more deeply. Humor helps too. Laugh at the forgetful moments, we all have them, and celebrate the wisdom that only age can bring. Engage with positive media, perhaps uplifting movies or inspiring books about people who accomplished things later in life. And spend time with positive people. Attitudes can be contagious. So nurture friendships with those who lift you up. Every stage of life has its beautiful moments. Actively seeking those out and holding them close in your heart will color your days with a more hopeful hue. A positive outlook can have remarkable effects on your health and longevity. Science is actually proving what we might have suspected: how we feel about aging can shape our aging. A major Harvard study of people over 50 found that those who were the most satisfied with their aging had a 43% lower risk of dying in the next 4 years compared to those who were least satisfied. Let that sink in. A positive attitude about growing older was linked with living longer and healthier, including lower risk of chronic diseases and better brain health. When you maintain an optimistic mindset, you're more likely to engage in life, stay active, and cope better with any challenges that arise. It's as if seeing the glass half full actually refills the glass in a way. Moreover, other research by Yale psychologists found that people with positive beliefs about aging tend to recover better from disabilities and even enjoy an average of several years more of life compared to those with negative beliefs. Optimism can be a powerful medicine. Of course, no one is cheerful all the time. And that's okay. What matters is trying to return to a place of hope after difficulties. One strategy is to remind yourself of all the hardships you've already overcome. You have a lifelong track record of resilience. This can give you confidence that you can handle what comes next. Another strategy is to practice mindfulness or prayer, which can center you in the present moment rather than worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Many older Americans find comfort in faith or spiritual practices, drawing on them for strength and a sense of peace. Whether it's through religious faith, meditation, or simple daily reflection, nurturing your inner life can help you find meaning and maintain a hopeful perspective. It's also important to address feelings of depression or anxiety if they become overwhelming. Talking with a counselor or joining a support group, even virtual ones, can be tremendously helpful. Being positive doesn't mean you have to do it all alone. Reaching out for support when you need it is actually a sign of strength and wisdom. Finally, celebrate yourself. You have come so far and learned so much. Embrace the attitude that growing older is not a decline. It's a continuation of you, with newfound freedom to be authentic and priorities that align with your heart. By greeting each day with a grateful heart and an optimistic spirit, you set the stage for more moments of joy. And indeed, many seniors find that contentment actually deepens with age. As you appreciate what truly matters in life, a warm cup of tea, the laughter of family, a sunset's glow, when you savor these gifts, you cultivate a garden of happiness in your soul that can weather any season. 9. Embrace adaptability and prioritize safety. Aging gracefully also means adjusting to the changes that come with time. Our bodies may not be as spry as they once were, but with a little adaptability, you can continue to do the things you love and stay independent. Think of it as being wise enough to use the right tools and make small tweaks to your environment. These are not signs of weakness, but of taking control of your life. For instance, if you notice you're a bit unsteady on your feet sometimes, consider using a stylish cane when out and about, or a walker with a handy basket when doing errands. Many people are hesitant at first to use mobility aids, but those who do often find a sense of freedom. Suddenly you can walk longer distances, go shopping, or enjoy a museum without fatigue or fear of falling. It's like having a trusty companion by your side. The same goes for hearing aids or new glasses. They are marvelous inventions that keep you connected to the world, letting you hear the punchline of a joke at a family dinner or read your favorite novels with these. There is absolutely no shame in using them. In fact, it shows you care about maintaining your quality of life. Adapting your home environment can also make a huge difference. Simple fixes like installing grab bars in the bathroom, using non-slip mats, ensuring good lighting in hallways, and removing tripping hazards, those loose rugs or clutter on the floor, can turn your home into a safer haven. If stairs have become a challenge, maybe it's time to consider a stair lift or rearranging your living space so the bedroom is on the ground floor. These adjustments don't mean you're losing independence, quite the contrary. They help you preserve it by preventing accidents. Remember that falls are not a normal part of aging and many can be prevented with a few precautions. Think of it as being proactive. You're fortifying your castle, home, so you can live like the capable queen or king you are. Being adaptable and safety conscious ensures that a setback won't sideline your active life. Unfortunately, falls and accidents can be a serious issue for seniors. More than 1 in 4 Americans aged 65 plus takes a fall each year. It's a leading cause of injury in older adults. But here's the encouraging part, most falls can be prevented. Often it just takes awareness and a bit of planning. For example, if you feel dizzy when you get out of bed, sitting up slowly and making sure you have your balance before walking can help. If your medications make you a bit lightheaded, mention it to your doctor or pharmacist, they might adjust doses or timing. Regular exercise, tip number 1, also plays a role here. Strength and balance exercises like Tai Chi or simple leg lifts can significantly reduce your fall risk by improving your stability. Many communities offer balance classes specifically for seniors. Attending one not only teaches you exercises, but also connects you with peers who share the same goal of staying safe and mobile. Another part of adaptability is knowing your limits and not being afraid to ask for help when you need it. Maybe you've always been the one to change that high ceiling light bulb or carry heavy groceries. There's wisdom in delegating these tasks now. Ask a neighbor. Hire a handyman. Or let family help. People are usually more than willing. And it allows you to focus on tasks you can do safely. Using delivery services for groceries or prescriptions can be another smart adaptation, especially in bad weather. These adjustments are all about continuing to live life on your terms, without avoidable risks. It's much better to use a shower chair now than to take a fall that could result in a hospital stay. By making these changes, you're protecting your future self. Think of adaptability as a form of resilience, bending so you don't break. With each adaptation, you remove an obstacle that might have stood between you and an active, happy day. You'll feel more confident knowing you've created a safer, more accommodating environment for yourself. This peace of mind frees you to focus on joy rather than worry. By day, engage fully in life. By night, or whenever you need a break, allow yourself to recharge. This balance will keep you feeling youthful in spirit and ready to greet each morning with a hopeful heart. 10. Rest and recharge. Prioritize sleep and stress relief. After a long day, whether you spent it chasing after grandkids, volunteering, or simply doing a puzzle, your body and mind deserve a good rest. Quality sleep is not a luxury, it's a fundamental pillar of health and happiness. Imagine sinking into your cozy bed at night. The sheets cool and comforting. Perhaps you read a few pages of a favorite novel or listen to soft music as you unwind. Establishing a gentle bedtime routine can signal to your body that it's time to relax. It might include a warm bath to soothe tired muscles or a cup of caffeine-free tea, chamomile. Anyone? To ease you into sleepiness. Try to keep a regular sleep schedule. Turning in and waking up around the same times each day. Our bodies love routine. If you have trouble falling asleep, consider practices like deep breathing exercises, where you inhale peace and exhale tension, or a short meditation focusing on the good events of the day. Ensure your sleep environment is as comfortable as can be, a dark, quiet room, maybe a small nightlight for safety, and a comfortable mattress that supports any aches or pains. Sometimes investing in a new pillow or even a new mattress designed for pressure relief can work wonders for your sleep quality. Also, don't underestimate the power of a short nap in the afternoon if you need it. 20 to 30 minutes can recharge you without disrupting nighttime sleep, especially if you've been very active or didn't sleep well the night before. The goal is not just more sleep, but better sleep. When you wake up feeling refreshed, perhaps after that first glorious sip of morning coffee, you're more likely to have the energy and mood to seize the day's opportunities. Managing stress is equally important. Later life can bring its share of worries, health concerns, financial questions, or the emotional weight of missing loved ones. It's important to find healthy outlets for stress, because too much of it can weigh you down both mentally and physically. What brings you peace? It could be prayer, where you hand your worries over to a higher power. It might be journaling, writing down your thoughts and feelings to clear your mind and heart. Some older adults find relief in nature, a quiet walk among trees, listening to birds, or simply sitting on a park bench feeling the breeze can be incredibly restorative. Others enjoy activities like Tai Chi or gentle yoga, which combine movement with mindfulness, melting away tension. Even simple practices like spending a few minutes each day focusing on your breath can calm your nervous system. Inhale slowly for 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. And repeat. This sends a signal to your body that it's okay to relax. Importantly, if you ever feel overwhelming anxiety or persistent sadness, it's wise to talk to someone about it, be it a friend, a doctor, or a counselor. Sometimes just sharing what's on your mind lightens the load. And if sleep issues or stress are chronic, there are treatments and therapies that can help. You don't have to just endure it. Never feel guilty about prioritizing rest. You've worked hard and cared for others for so many years. And you've earned the right to slow down when needed. In fact, your body requires it. During sleep, amazing things happen. Your brain clears out waste products and consolidates memories. And your cells undergo repair and rejuvenation. Skimping on sleep can leave you feeling foggy and irritable. And over time it may even affect your health. During your moments of rest, you are actually nurturing your physical and mental well-being.